2nd and 10.
And let's pin the mirror.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mike 5-4. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Mario Addison gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Jarius Wright. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And that takes us from second to third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Newton. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Taken in at the 22. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf, he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. On 1st down, Procise. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, and this is caught by C.J. Procise. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Wilson, he hits his running back, Procise. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, It almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those...
Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, 78 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Back to throw, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
Well, that's true. You've said that before. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It's caught, Lockett, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Wilson now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Wilson, sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
A gain of 14. First down, Seahawks.
Wilson now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
It's second down.
Right there, 54 Mike. They can't hang with us.
On second down, it's Carson, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Here we go. Bring it in.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 29 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Carson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Gerald McCoy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Right there, 54, right there. Alert. You better be afraid of me.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wilson, operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From just shy of midfield, Newton, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now it's Newton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it? So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky, because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it.
In your face.
Throwing now is Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Wilson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. March 54. March 54.
Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.